Welcome to 3 Good and 3 Bad with the 2026 Lexus TX 550h. Now if you walk into a Lexus store today, you'll be overwhelmed with SUV choices. There are no less than 7 distinct models. Wanting a third row will narrow your choices down to the GX, the LX, or this TX. But the TX isn't like the other two. It's a unibody design with a hybrid powertrain meant more for on-road errands than off-road adventures. Does that make it the best option? Kind of. Good thing number 1 is going to be the back seat. I know, I get it, and it's boring, but listen, if you want your 3-row SUV to actually fit normal people, then the TX is a great option. Without gigantic differentials to kick up the floor, you have more room to sit, and the trunk actually holds things without folding the last bench, which usually defeats the purpose of a 3-row SUV. But while we're in here, let's mention the overall quality. The seats aren't very comfortable in any row, even the front, and the switchgear is kinda clunky. Lexus should be about precision, but it's hard to see that here. An equivalent Audi is better. The second thing I like is 404 horsepower. This is a large SUV, 5,400 pounds, but it's hard to deny the acceleration when you mash the throttle. The TX can also go 33 miles on electric-only range and gets up to 29 miles per gallon overall, and that's very good for such a big truck. But part of the voodoo required is having a dreaded CVT. Now this one isn't belt-driven, but it still drones and it hangs onto revs like an obsessed toddler. Actually, it over-revs and then it settles at a certain RPM, all while producing a very un-Lexus-like zing inside the cabin. Now this is by no means a sporty SUV, but the TX equates itself well out on the road. Taking advantage of that unibody design, it can dodge traffic and handle curves with relative ease. Truck-based SUVs always feel like a boat in the ocean once you pick up speed, so I find the TX is a big advantage here over its siblings. But the overall experience isn't quite so luxurious. The ride isn't harsh, the cabin never loud, but just like the disappointing inside, I expect a magic carpet ride down the highway and I don't get it. Big 22-inch wheels and a hefty weight hurt what should not be just a useful SUV, but one that comforts at the end of the day. This should be about luxury. Still, I enjoyed the TX's blend of room, power, and handling abilities over an equivalent GX. Overall, it gets a sole score of 7. If you need to go off-road, or you want to pretend that you do, I like the GX's looks more, but for everyone else, the TX is simply the better daily option. As always, I'm Mike from Machines with Souls. Please like and subscribe for weekly car reviews.